Hey guys, and welcome to today's video and how I made these wall pictures, wall decor, wall displays. I'm not too sure what to call them, so yeah, we'll call them wall pictures. So I used two of the frames that I got from Poundland, so they were £1 each and they're exactly the same size. I was also planning on using some pearl embellishments and some diamond drops, but in the end I decided not to use these and I used fake foliage and flowers instead. You'll also need some toilet rolls or kitchen rolls and some card. This is quite thin card, it's just off the back of a pad that I had. I'm using some of the Turner and Grey black spray paint. This is the gloss finish and it's £2.99 from B&M's. I absolutely love this paint and I've used it in previous crafts on this channel. And then you'll need a glue gun, a pair of scissors, a ruler and a pencil and some tweezers. So I've taken everything off the frame and I've just got the outside and I've measured the depth of the frame. It's 1.5 centimeters, so now I'm just going to measure 1.5 centimeters strips of the toilet roll and then draw lines and cut them out. I actually did measure the frame wrong. It should have been 2 centimeters, but I made it work in the end and just made sure that the toilet rolls were flushed with the top of the frame when I was sticking them into place. So I'll speed up the video while I do this and I'll do my intro. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad that you stopped by. If you're returning, it's great to see you again. Thank you for your continued support. I know I mention in every video that I'm just so happy and I've enjoyed it so much, and I really have. It's meant the world to me. I suffer really bad with depression and anxiety, and doing these videos has just made me so motivated and I've had so much fun and it's given me a reason to get up in the morning. So yeah, I just want to say it has really meant the world to me that you've been so supportive, and I just wanted to say thank you. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you leave a comment, I'll always reply, and if you've not subscribed and you want to, that'd be absolutely amazing. So I've cut out all these strips and then we can start adding them into the frame. So when I started this off, I wasn't too sure how I wanted the design or the pattern to look. I just started in the bottom corner and started adding the, I'm going to say petals, the toilet roll tube petals into the corner, and then just worked my way up the frame until it was completely filled. And then if there was any gaps, I decided to add some sections in later on. And I was trying to just make sure that I put a decent amount of glue, especially when I was using the cardboard to attach it to the inside of the frame. It didn't matter as much when I'm just attaching paper to paper or card to card, but when I was attaching it to the frame, I was trying to make sure that I put a decent amount of glue. And for filling up the frame, I used petals off the toilet rolls, and then I used strips of card that I cut, and I just alternated between the two until I was happy with the design. So again with the card, I just measured 1.5 centimeters strips. I just drew a line down the card and then cut these out with the scissors. And when I first started this project, I thought I was going to use more of the toilet roll than I was the actual card, but I really liked the effect the card gave. It reminded me of like raw iron. That's why I wanted to paint it black. So yeah, I used a lot more card strips than I did the actual toilet rolls. I think I used 4 toilet rolls in the end, but depending on the size of your frame will depend on how much toilet rolls you will need. So with the strips of card, I just use the end of a pencil to wrap it around to curl it. And I just started to play with the card and place them where I wanted it to be. And once I was happy with it, I just stuck it into place using glue. Like so. So I just carried on doing this all the way up, and what I'll do now is I will speed up the video and I'll stick some music on so you can just sit and watch and see how I actually filled the frame. So we're near to the end now, and I'm just making sure that I'm sticking all the card to each other, to all the bits of card to each other, and that it's all secure in place. And then the gaps that are left, I'm just filling up until I'm happy with the amount of card that's in it. I didn't want it too full, but I didn't want loads of big gaps in between, so I'm just using small bits of card. And the reason I decided to do this was because I absolutely love paneling, but I'm in a rented flat and I can't attach things to the wall. Well, I can put up a few things, but I wouldn't be able to put paneling up. So I decided that I would give this a go and see if I liked it. And I'm really happy with the effect that it gave. To be honest, I wish I'd done them in bigger frames, but I might do some more of these in the future and have more than just the two. So that's the first one done. And then I did exactly the same with the second one. The pattern was slightly different, but I'm going to take them outside now and spray paint them. So I've now spray painted them. I've made sure I've got in all the gaps and all the swirls of the card. I let them dry for 24 hours, and now I'm just going to add some foliage. I'm going to add some on the bottom corner of one and then on the top corner of the second one. And I'm just going to use the glue gun and I'm going to build it up around the edge, starting with the foliage and then adding a few flowers. I've made sure I've pulled off all the strands of glue, and I'll speed this up, and again I'll add a little bit of music so you can listen and watch how I added the flowers. So I've done the first one and now I'm going to do exactly the same with the second one. I'm using exactly the same foliage and exactly the same flowers. And here they are both done. And now I'm going to hang them up in the bathroom. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed the craft. I would love to know if you're thinking of giving it a go. And yeah, thank you. And I'll see you in Friday's video. Take care for now, everyone. Bye.